Good morning, children. In your previous class, we studied about the transfer of heat and also about the conductors, and also the insulators. You just recall, children, conduction means it is the process by which heat is transferred from the hotter end to the colder end of an object. It is known as the conduction. And in solids, generally, the heat is transferred by the process of conduction. And conductors, the materials which allow the heat to pass through them easily are called as the conductors. For example, children, aluminum, iron, copper, these are the materials which allow the heat to pass through them. And these are the conductors. And insulators, the materials which do not allow heat to pass through them easily are poor conductors of heat, and these poor conductors, they are also known as the insulators. For example, plastic and wood, these are the insulators. Now today, children, we will discuss about some more activities. Here is one activity, children. See, you have to take a round bottom flask. It has been shown in the figure here, children. Take a round bottom flask. If flask is not available, a beaker can also be used. And fill it with 2/3 of the beaker with the water and place it on a tripod, or you can make some arrangement to place the flask in such a way that you can heat it by placing a candle below it. See, children, here it has been shown here. The flask has been kept on a stand here, and here the and the beaker is being heated here. And now you wait till the water in the flask is still, means there should not be any movement of the water, and you place a crystal of potassium permanganate at the bottom of the flask. See, children, it has been shown here. You have to place a crystal of a potassium permanganate at the bottom of the flask and gently using a straw. And now you have to heat the water by placing the candle just below the crystal here. See, children, and you have to heat the water here by placing the candle just below the crystal. And now, children, you write your observations in the notebook, and also you have to draw a picture of the observation. See, children, you have to take a beaker and fill it with the 2/3 of water, and then you have to put some crystal of potassium permanganate at the bottom of the flask using a straw, and then you have to heat the beaker using a candle. Now you have to write your observation in the notebook, and you have to also draw a picture of the observation. Now, when water is heated, children, the water near the flame, it gets hot, and then the hot water rises up. The cold water from the sides moves down towards the source of a heat. See, children, when the water is heated in the beaker, the water near the flame, it gets first hot, and then the hot water rises up. The cold water from the sides of the beaker, it moves down towards the source of heat. This water also gets hot and rises, and the water from the sides moves down. See, children, now the cold water from the sides of the beaker, it goes down and it also gets heated, and then it rises, and again the water from the sides moves down. This process continues till the whole water gets heated. See, children, this process will continue till the whole water gets heated, and This mode of heat transfer, it is known as the convection. And how does this heat travel in air, children? In which direction does the smoke go? The air near the heat source gets hot and rises. See, children, the air which is near the heat source, it gets hot and then it rises. The air from the sides comes in to take its place. See, children, the air from the sides, it comes in and to take its place. In this way, the air gets heated. And here there is one activity, children, to confirm this idea. Now, you have to take a candle, children, and then you have to light a candle here. Keep one hand above the candle. See, children, it has been shown here. Keep one hand above the candle and one hand on the side of the candle here. And now, do your hands feel equally hot? See, children, when you take a candle and then you light it, then you will keep one hand above the candle and one hand on the side of the flame. Now, both the hands will not get heated equally, children, because one is near the flame and one is little bit far away from the flame. The hand which is near the flame, it gets hot first. See, children, here you notice that towards the top the air gets heated by convection. Therefore, the hand above the flame feels hot. See, children, here you will notice that towards the top, you observe the figure here, children. See, you observe the figure here. One hand is above the flame and one is on the side of the flame. See, though it is near the flame, which is side, with the hand which is side to the flame, though it is near to the flame, then also it will not get heated fast, because the hand which is above the flame, it gets heated by the convection. Now, this is because, children, towards the top the air gets heated by convection. Now, therefore, the hand above the flame feels hot. On the sides, however, there is no convection and the air does not feel as hot as at the top. And this is because, children, the hand above the flame gets heated. However, on the sides, there is no convection and the air does not feel as hot as at the top. The people living in the coastal areas experience an interesting phenomenon. See, children, during the day, the land gets heated faster than the water. The air over the land becomes hotter and rises up. See, children, the people who are living in the coastal areas, they experience an interesting phenomenon. During the day, the land gets heated faster than the water here, and the air over the land becomes hotter and it rises up. The cooler air from the sea, it rushes in towards the land to take its place. See, children, the cooler air from the sea, it rushes in towards the land and to take its place. The warm air from the land, it moves towards the sea to complete the cycle. See, children, here the people living in the coastal areas, means where there is a sea, it is known as the coastal area. They experience an interesting phenomenon. See, during the day, children, the land, it gets heated faster than the water, and the air over the land, children, it becomes hotter and then it rises up. The cooler air from the sea, it rushes in towards the land and it will take its place. The warm air from the land, it moves towards the sea to complete this cycle. The air from the sea is called as the sea breeze. See children here, the air from the sea, it is called as the sea breeze. To receive the cooler sea breeze, the windows of the houses in coastal areas are made to face the sea. At night, it is exactly the reverse. See children here, the air from the sea, it is called as the sea breeze, and to receive the cooler air, that is cooler sea breeze, the windows of the houses in coastal areas, they are made to face towards the sea, and at night it is exactly the reverse. The water cools down more slowly than the land. See children here, the water cools down more slowly than the land, and so the cool air from the land, it moves towards the sea. This is called as the land breeze. See children here, the water cools down more slowly than the land here, and this is because the cool air from the land, it moves towards the sea, and this is called as the land breeze. And when we come out in the sun, we feel warm. How does the heat from the sea, sorry children, from the sun reach us? See children, when we come out in the sun, we will feel warm. And how does this heat from the sun reach us? It cannot reach us by conduction or convection, as there is no medium such as the air in most part of the space between the earth and the sun. See children, the heat which we will get from the sun, it is not because of the conduction or convection, as there is no medium such as the air in most part of the space between the earth and the sun. See children, these are the figures of sea breeze and the land breeze. This is during the day and this is during the night. And from the sun, the heat comes to us by another process. It is known as the radiation. See children, from the sun, the heat comes to us by another process. It is known as the radiation. The transfer of heat by radiation, it does not require any medium. The transfer of heat by radiation, children, it will not require any medium. It can take place whether a medium is present or not. When we sit in front of a room heater, we get heat by this process. See children, the heat which we will get from the sun, it comes to us by the process of radiation, and this transfer of heat by radiation, it will not require any medium. It will take place whether a medium it is present or not. And when we sit in front of a room heater, we get heat by this process only. And a hot utensil kept away from the flame cools down as it transfers the heat to the surroundings by radiation. See children, whenever a hot utensil it is kept away from the flame, it cools down as it transfers the heat to the surroundings by radiation. And our body too, it gives the heat to the surroundings and receives the heat by radiation. See children, our body also, it gives the heat to the surroundings and receives the heat from it by the radiation process. And all the hot bodies radiate the heat. See children, all the hot bodies radiate the heat, and when this heat falls on some object, a part of it is reflected, a part is absorbed, and a part may be transmitted. See children, all the hot bodies, they radiate the heat, and when this heat falls on any object, a part of it is reflected and a part of it is absorbed by the object, and a part of it is transmitted. And the temperature of the object increases due to the absorbed part of the heat. See children, this is because the temperature of the object increases, and due to this, the absorbed part of the heat. See children, the temperature of the object increases due to the absorbed part of the heat. See, whenever a hot utensil it is kept away from the flame, it cools down and it transfers the heat to the surroundings by the process of radiation. And similarly children, our body also gives the heat to the surroundings and it receives the heat from the surroundings by the radiation. And all the hot bodies also radiate the heat, and when this heat falls on some object, some part of it is reflected, and a part of it is absorbed, and a part of it is transmitted. And the temperature of the object also increases due to the absorbed part of the heat. Understood children? Till now we discussed some activities, and also we studied about the land breeze and sea breeze. Land breeze means children, it is the cool air which moves from the land towards the sea. It is the land breeze. Sea breeze means the air from the sea. It is called as the sea breeze. You read this all children. Next we will continue in our next class. Thank you.